Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and welcome to Cheer Corner. I'm just making a little adjustment here. There we go. How are you today? It's so good to be here, and I listened to the answers that you gave me for my question last week. I had asked if you wanted me to keep doing Cheer Corner, or if you wanted me to change it to a Mystery Monday. And I would say about 95% of you said keep Cheer Corner. So that's wonderful. That makes me happy. I really do believe that together we can change the world one card at a time. So don't give up. Keep making and sending cards. Today in the Netherlands, it's been raining all day, and that's okay. It's only 19 degrees. I know that in other places in the world it's been super hot, but here we've had one of the coolest summers ever. It's been hovering right around 20 degrees for weeks. The last time I swam in the sea was the beginning of June before I left for Rachel's graduation in Canada. So the good thing about that is that it's great working weather. It's great crafting weather. And I am working hard because I want to earn the Mexico trip. And it's looking really good because so many of you have responded to some really fun events that are happening. My St. Jacob's retreat with Tina in September. There's still some spots left because we rented a huge room, and people are asking about the fee. And so there's two levels. There's the basic retreat for 139, and then there's the full retreat for 199. That's all packed with product, and it includes the paying for the room. It doesn't include your own room fee, and it only includes if you're staying in the hotel that we're doing it at, then breakfast is included. But it's staggering what a crafting room costs. So the big room in the hotel that we need to rent to have a place to craft together is $750 a day. So Tina and I are thrilled that we've got just about 70 people coming now. So it's going to be an epic stamping event. We're going to make so many fun things. You're going to learn so many cool tricks. And the best part is when stampers get together, magic happens. You get to join with like-minded people who love to create and laugh and have fun together, and I'm really excited about it. Then I have a coffee and a card reunion on September the 12th, and then the last thing I'm still planning is a Christmas class, but I haven't figured out exactly yet what we're doing. Um, kind of want to get my hands on some of the pre-order. So anyway, are you ready to make a card? I have some exciting things to do with you. All right, so we're going to be using the Grassy Grove stamp set. And this one has been around for a while, and it comes with some really cool dies, some deer dies to make two. These don't cut out a stamp, they just cut out deer. Like here, let me show you. They're beautiful. This mama deer and the baby deer. And I love it just for that. And then this one cuts out the stamp deer, which is really nice. And then there's a die that cuts out the trees and the shrubbery and a whole this one as well. And then the masterpiece die that we're going to use today is this one here. Okay, so are you ready to have some fun? I'm just going to close that up. So you're starting with a card base of 11 inches by 4¼ scored at 5½. Okay, and then we have a piece of white, and I've already done the die cutting. I'm just going to lay it on there so you guys can see here. Okay, so here is the piece of white, and it is 4 1/8 by 11 inches, and then you score it at 2 3/4 on either side. Okay, and then 5½ in the middle, and then you put this die right in between, centered over the middle score line, and then you cut it out. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is score on these lines, because we want that to be a nice crisp score. So then you use your bone folder here, and then this one. And I have a special surprise. I don't know how many of you guys already own this stamp set. If you don't own it yet, if you order it from me this month, then you're going to get this pack of paper. I managed to get my hands on more of this paper. This paper originally came with this stamp set. It was part of the suite. And you'll get a quarter pack for free if you order the Grove bundle from me. And I love this paper. So I'm super excited to be able to offer it to you. it was available in Europe and it had been sold out in Canada and North America. So I snatched that up and we're going to use it today. So let me know if you want me to save you a quarter pack and I'll mail that to you. And now what we need to do is we need to do this fold in the middle here. Okay, and then I'm going to do something right now. Do you see how this little piece is sticking out? We don't want that piece sticking out. I need to find my scissors. We're going to cut that out off right now. Here we go. There. And now we're going to transform this piece. I need to grab my grid paper, so it's not going to be... Actually, you know what? Before we do that, I'm going to do something else. The pattern paper, I think we're going to use this one. That is, oh my goodness. I put it, you know what? I put it in the description on my Facebook page. So you're going to have to look there because my book is hiding. So what I'm going to do is adhere this right in the middle of my card, matching the folds, the score lines on both of them, okay? We're going to start with the simple stuff. This was 4 1/8 by 5 1/2, scored at 2 3/4. It just came back to me. Here. And in the meantime, while I'm making this card, I want you to think about who needs some cheering up. Who needs a card in the mail? Let me know, nominate your person, and tell me why, okay? So now we're going to take this piece and we're going to line it right up in the middle. There, and you know what you can do? You can also use your bone folder if you want to burnish this and to make sure that all the adhesive has... I'm just going to move that out of the way and let it dry. Okay. Now we have to get our grid paper, so we won't be seeing our beautiful marble background. I'm just going to turn this around. My camera doesn't always like the grid paper. I'm just getting a fresh sheet out. Okay. So here we go. And the next tool, and I think I forgot to put this in the list of supplies, and that is masking paper. Have you heard of our Stampin' Up! Masking paper? It's amazing. Okay, so the number for that is 155480. So I'm going to be really generous with this masking paper. It's 7 inches, I think. You know what? We have grid paper. It can tell me. It's 8 inches. Really? No. It's 7 inches. So I'm going to cut it in half at 3 1/2. Let's do that for a minute. I should look and see who's saying hello to me. I haven't checked yet, but you know I always go back. So if you're watching, please let me know where you're from. And I have a bit of a silly trick with this paper, okay, that you need to do. Our masking paper can be just a little bit too sticky. So what you need to do is take off the backing and then just stick it to your arm, like so, like a bandage. Give it a nice squeeze on that arm. That removes some of the stick. There, I'm pulling it off. I don't want to do that onto camera because that'll look pretty funny. And now we're going to take this white piece and we're going to put the grid paper, the masking paper, right up to that fold. Okay? There. And now the other piece. I could have used the one that I already used for I tried it. I played with this technique just a little while ago because I didn't want to mess up on camera. So I thought I want to take a look and see how this actually works. So I'm just putting this on my arm again. And I'll peel it off. Oops. Oh, I just ripped it. That's not good. Peel off gently, people. Here. Tuck it right up against the fold. Score line. Okay. There we go. So now we have our piece. I'm just going to move it a little bit so that I'm going to move my laptop a little bit so you guys get a better view. Put this right in the center. Okay, perfect. Now, I had everything laid out. I really did. Oh, here they are. I think that my blending brush fell on the floor. So we're using Mossy Meadow and Soft Sea Foam. Oh yeah, here it is. See, I remembered that it fell. Okay, so what we're going to do is take the Soft Sea Foam and I'm going to use my blending brush and color this all in. So you just want to, there, start off and then just color in. This takes a little while, and you know what? I maybe should have re-inked my soft seafoam because I just did a card with this. But in the meantime, you guys can keep chatting because this takes a little while, you know. This is a time where you can get up for a minute. You can grab yourself coffee. You're not going to miss anything. But I'm just adding layers of color here. But I want to leave my tree trunks white. I'm going to go along the bottom too. I was tempted to do this card with the one horse open sleigh paper, but then I thought, no, that doesn't work. You can't have green trees with a winter scene, unless it's like, sometimes we get an early snowfall when the trees still have leaves, but I thought, maybe that's pushing it. So I decided not to do that. But what I think, when you look at this soft seafoam, to me, it's surprising how vibrant of a color it still is. I think that perhaps my ink pad was in the sun and it faded. I've heard that happens with the labels on our ink pads, that if they definitely fade to look nothing like what it's supposed to look like. So that can be disconcerting. There, okay, I think that looks really nice. And now I'm going to close this up. And we're going to take this stamp, the 3 trees, and we're going to make this look like it's a real colorful forest. Okay. And what I'm going to try to do is not ink up those tree trunks. I almost decided to cut them off, and I thought, no, that would be a little bit rash. So I'm just going to ink it up along the side of the ink pad. And then look. See, isn't that just so cool? Oh, I forgot. I just, you know, I'm going to just stamp the tree trunk off the side. Okay, I just stamped them off. And of course, you're going to stamp a few times to get a few different shades of color. Just remember not to ink up the stems. There. I think that when this is done, it looks pretty magical. See, and here you can see a little bit of a stem here. That's okay, we're going to cover that up. Oh, and I forgot again. It's easy to forget things when you're talking and stamping at the same time. There. There. Again. So remember, try not to ink up those trunks. And it's okay, you want a little bit of the soft seafoam sticking out. Okay, oh, I got my trunks a little bit. That's okay too. There we go. And a little bit here. And a little bit here maybe. There, I think that looks really, really cool. A little bit on the side here. There, and now we've got a really nice foresty look. There, okay. What do you think? I'm going to do the bottom now. We're going to use this stamp. Just going to see. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have a look and see if you guys are talking to me at all. Let's just have a look. Get rid of that. Let's go to, here we go. Oops, I'm in the wrong spot. You know what? I'm not even in my Pampered Stamper page. Oh my goodness, I am so not prepared. Okay, it's coming. I'm just having a look. I know you guys are patient. You guys are probably all more patient than I am. I'm not a patient person. Okay, let's have a look. All right, hello, Jean. So nice to see you. Hello, Karen. Hi, Susan. So nice to see you. Hello, Shelley. Okay, good. I said hello. I feel much better. Let's ink this up, going right across, and then I'm going to do this right along the bottom. There. And now I'm going to minimize again. There we go. That's looking pretty good. And now we just want to get those 2 corners over here. So here and here. Oh, I thought I got my fingers in the ink pad. I did not. And then I kind of like there to be a little bit of greenery right here. And this one. It's okay that you go over top and you get layers, because it looks kind of cool. Doesn't that look amazing? I think it looks so cool. Now, are you ready for the big reveal? Okay. And I have to say, this is not my original idea. I found it online, And the irony is that the person who was doing this, it wasn't her original idea either. She copied it from someone else and she couldn't remember who. And I just thought, you know what, I'm going to add my own twist to this. And I just want to share what I find. That's kind of my job. That way you don't have to do it all. Okay, I'm just going to pick this up and then slowly peel this off. Isn't that so cool? There. And then you can take this piece of, oh, what's it called? Masking paper, and just tuck it away. You could put it inside your stamp case. It's definitely reusable. Okay, so you want to, don't want to throw it out. And then this is also great for not getting your inky fingers on there. So hopefully I won't get any ink on this beautiful, pristine white piece of cardstock. Okay. And then look at this. Now now the magic is gonna happen. Okay. Let's go back to our card. Here's the card. You could stamp on this, but I'm a bit of a minimalist and I like it just the way it is. So, and you know what? I should have done it so that the water was a little higher. I didn't, but that's okay. Now this is going to get adhered like so, and then the card goes like this. How cool is that? Isn't that neat? And then you do see the water, so that makes me happy. Okay, now before we put that on, we're going to add our deer. Okay, we're going to add Mama Deer. She's going to be standing here, and Baby Deer is going to be over here. We just want to make sure that nobody's going over edges. So I could have cut this, made a sticker with our adhesive sheets, but I haven't done that. Let's just grab, I had the silicone mat. I was doing too many things all at once. I have to be honest. There it is. Silicone mat, and I'm just going to use my sponge to glue the legs. I just want adhesive on the legs. So you keep your sponges in a little bag so they don't dry out and get all hard. And then we're going to make a little bit of a glue puddle, like so. And then make it flat, and then put it on the legs. And that way you won't have any oozing. You don't want oozing. Move that, put this back in the spot, and then here we go. There's our deer. And now for this, for Mama Deer, she is going to be, I'm just going to put a drop of glue over there. I don't want to put, well, you know, oh, tricky. Okay. I'm going to just put a dab of glue here and a little dab of glue here. There. Not much. And I'll just move that over top of my silicone mat so you can see those little dabs. And then we're going to put our deer right on top. There. Okay, perfect. Super. Whew. Yeah, you know, when you do a stamping video, when you're watching it, you're just like, oh yeah, this is happening. But when you're actually making it, you're like, oh my goodness, am I going to do it right? I'm going to screw it up. You know, all those things are going through your head. So if I seem a little bit squirrely sometimes, well, I guess I am. Okay, now before we put this on, I want to stamp some sayings on here. And I thought this was perfect for Cheer Corner. Sometimes you need to know that someone cares. And that is the power of a handmade card in the mail. It's just a little sign that someone cared enough to not only send you a card, but to make you a card. Do you know how powerful that is? It is. It really is. It's even powerful for someone like me who makes cards every day. When I get Happy Mail, I'm still moved. And it's not like, oh, I got another card. You know, more cards. Like it's like water, adding water to the ocean. No. It is a really powerful thing. Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm hoping it's straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? It's straight enough. Good enough is good enough. And now on the other side, you could leave it, but I'm going to put this one down because I think it's pretty cool. Let's put this away. Tap, tap, tap. And that someone is me. That someone is me is a little bit crooked. And that's okay. Maybe we can just call that the Jackie trademark. Okay, now we're going to do this. And we're going to turn it around and put adhesive just on the one side. Move this out of the way. Here we go. I still haven't decided yet what I'm doing tomorrow for my Sweet Tuesday, because a lot of the sweets that I have here in the Netherlands are on back order right now. So I don't like to try to do a thing that you can't buy. And I accidentally did that with my timeless arrangements. I was wondering, nobody ordered timeless arrangements in July, and I thought I made such nice cards. Well, it turns out the dies are back ordered, so you wouldn't be able to order them even if you wanted to. So I didn't do that on purpose. Okay, so now let's just fold this like so and like so. Let's give it another bone fold. And then I can just close this. We're going to give that a fold as well. And then I'm just going to put the adhesive here and then close the card, and then it's automatically exactly where it needs to be. That's another cool little tip. You don't want to add so much glue that it's going to ooze, but you want to add enough that it's going to stay. Okay, so now we're just going to carefully close our card, give it a press, and I'm just going to use my bone folder to just press this. And then we're just going to let it dry. Now we need to do our card front. I still had this from another card that I had done, and I thought, you know what, I want to do something really simple on the front of this card. So I have this paper, and I wanted to make it so that the green is showing at the bottom and that I can see the sunset at the top. So now we're going to get our silicone mat back out here, and we're going to make another little puddle. This one's going to be a bit bigger. I need a little bit more glue this time. And flatten your puddle, and then just dab it on. It's just the best tip. I'm going to do a little short on this. I've been making little short videos on YouTube. They're less than a minute, and every time I make a card and I think, oh, that's a cool tip or trick, I'll make a little short. So this glue puddle trick is a good one. So if I make a short, will you share it for me? Check it out later today and see if I've uploaded it. And now I'm just going to lay this down and then lay this on top. There, isn't that beautiful? And then I could put a little deer in here as well. And then the deer, it's going to just tuck underneath a little bit, or like sit on top. I just love that. And I'm not going to put anything on it. It's just going to be plain. So we'll put a little glue on here. And have you been thinking about who this card is going to go to? Look at this. That was really tight. I almost went over the edge here. Woo! Okay, so remember, if you order the Grassy Grove, you get the 10 sheets of paper in the mail as a bonus from me. And look at that. And I mean, oh yeah, the deer. I was going to say, the deer makes it. Otherwise, without the deer, it's just a little bit too plain. And you know what would be cute with this deer? See how he's kind of got his head flipping up a little bit? To just put adhesive again on the legs. And then the rest of it, you know what, I need a little bit more glue. There we go. Well, I'm quite pleased with how this card turned out. No major goof ups. I hope you guys give it a try. And if you don't have this bundle, get it. It's not a bundle anymore, so you have to buy them separately. But at least it's available. There. How nice. Are we ready? Are we ready? Ah! Okay, let me get this. We need a nice background. There we go. Look at this. How cool is that? And if it stands up, it looks just really nice that these deer are standing in front of a scene. So this will be a really nice card. I think I don't know how I did this, but I did mess up. So I might have to stamp something on the bottom there to make, you know what, we're going to do that for a sec. I have no idea how that happened. But, you know, I'm guessing that you guys are thinking, yeah, we know. It happens to us too. You know, you make something beautiful, and then somewhere there was something that was dirty. Oh, I know. My ink wasn't dry here. And so the ink went on here. Okay, so the lesson is to let this dry for a while. But because I'm doing a video, you kind of act a little more quickly. So let me just grab my laptop timed out. I hate that. Okay, I'm just going to grab this stamp and cover up my mess. a little bit. There. There, that looks better. Now you don't see it so much. And I might as well do it on the other side too, don't you think? Here. Oh, there. See, that looks, that's an embellishment opportunity when you screw up. Or you can just do this, watch, with your blending brush and just go like so. And then people don't need to know that you made a mistake. Just looks artsy now, doesn't it? There. And then you can rinse these just with water and they will be clean. Okay? Anyway, guys, I am so happy that you joined me today. Please share. And let me go back. I just want to wish you a very happy Monday. It's summer holidays for most people, so take time to be with your loved ones. And if it gets too hot outside, go into the air conditioning and make a nice card and send it off. I look forward to your nominations for Cheer Corner. And I look forward to your orders for Grassy Grove. So let me know if you want the paper sent to you. Okay? Have a super day, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye.